Welcome into a new week of WTA, everyone. We got Jack versus Drahuska here, and Malaga in to co-cast, which will be very helpful. So thank you for Malaga for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm looking forward to a
Deal.
good match here, sir.
Yeah, it will be good. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. I think we all know that Jack's favored, but Drahuska can definitely put up some speed numbers, and so don't want to entirely counter out for that. But I'll begin by drawing them both, and we can get underway. Yo, Drahuska, yo, Jack.
Hey.
Hello. We got Drahuska.
Hi there.
There we go, we got Drahuska now. Thank you. Alrighty, welcome in both of you. Good to have you both. Just initially getting off, we need to figure out what we're going to be running. So typically that would be our we're doing Sandbox, but we need to figure out the difficulty. I think Drahuska was interested in doing difficulty 8, and I mentioned that Jack and you seemed okay with that, right?
Yep, all good with that.
So
Yeah.
and then obviously length of level, we'll keep it to 10 tiles, or did you want to do a bit longer levels?
I'd be okay with like 15 if she's good with that, but I don't mind going to 10 if you want to do that either.
What about 12?
12
Yeah,
is the
sounds
normal
good.
difficulty length, so that would make sense.
Yeah, right.
We got shared chat started, so make sure you're typing in your plays or typing in chat at least to get into both tilters. Alrighty, so quickly running over the rules for everyone listening in. We'll be doing a sandbox match, so they'll be given 40 minutes to try and complete as many levels as they can within the time. There's going to be 5 minutes additional time at the end to finish off any remaining level they're on to begin with, but so 40 minutes of starting levels, and then they can finish off with some extras. And basically, yeah, try and beat as many levels as they can in time. If there's a tile levels done, it's going to be whoever finishes their final level first. Does that make sense?
Yep, sounds good.
Alrighty. Going further down. Thankfully, we don't have to do a pinned message because there's no timers for the shared chat. And then once we start, typically you want to get moved out. Jack and Drahuska guys listening into the commentary, right?
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
As always, we have the we'll be updating the scores on the TU broadcast. So if you ever want to check in on the scores, you can spot it there by opening up the VOD. If that works for you.
Yep.
Alrighty, we got a little bit of time now, so we can chat about things. You both know how to run Sandbox, right? So you're clicking random and then dropping the viewers in.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, just always got to check on that one because I don't remember exactly. It's going to become a problem, but I don't remember who's actually done the Sandbox mode and remembered it. But how are you feeling, Jack?
Yeah, feeling pretty good. Excited to try this out again. It's been fun, like even the last one we did. And really enjoyed just like jumping up to a level and just like being able to just do it. Sometimes to climb up can be a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, it gives a bit of a variety to the competition. We need to figure out. I'm running a lot of them right now to try and get people to try different setups so we can get a feel for what works. How about you, Drahuska? How are you feeling?
Somewhat good, like, yeah. We'll see if I can keep up at least somewhat.
Yeah, I think it'll come down to those scuffs from the match with Semaf. You were going pretty well, and a few scuffs can derail it pretty quickly.
Yeah. That can happen a lot.
All right, Malag, anything from you before we get underway?
I'm excited to see this. I think it's gonna be. I think Jack's gonna have his hands full today. I think Drahuska's gonna give him a challenge. I really do.
Indeed. I don't think either of them can slip up too much, but we'll give it a go. So, are you ready, Jack?
Yeah, ready to go.
Are you ready, Drahuska?
Ready.
All right, we'll go on tilt. 3, 2, 1, tilt. Best of luck, both of you.
Yep, good luck.
Good luck.
Alrighty, and we're underway now, Malaga.
Here we go. We're gonna find out something really, really good here. I'm excited. So how does this really work? You hit random, there's the 15 marbles, and it just keeps regenerating
So
level up to level?
it's permanent active chatter. So
Mhm.
if you just type any message in during the match, you'll be dropping into both tilters. Is the first one, and then that's what happens when you press viewer. When you press random, it will generate a random level of a particular difficulty for you.
Oh, okay.
Where a bit of an unfortunate one there for Drahuska. It will generate a random difficulty for you, and so they've picked a difficulty 8, which is the equivalent to levels 21 to 23. And then you pick how many tiles it is. So they picked 12 tiles, which is the tiles that they normally spawn, but you can make them longer or shorter levels as well. So you have a bit of an opportunity to mix and match between length of level and difficulty of level. For example, with my match against Jack the other week, we picked difficulty 17, which is level 48. But normally those levels are about like 30 tiles long, and we did 15 tiles instead, so they're a little bit shorter, more manageable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm excited. This is neat. I mean, you're already seeing combos that you wouldn't think you would see, and then the hold up, like Jack's hit twice on the level alone.
Yeah, Jack got a bit of a slowdown there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, my internet's decided to be slow.
But it doesn't seem like it'd be too punishing, right? Yeah. It doesn't seem like it would be too punishing, right? Like it'll give Jaruska time to catch up or potential.
Yeah. There's always room, and there's always chance for scuffs. Jack, I think, learned from his previous match how bad scuffs were, so I think he's going to be playing a little bit safer, but we'll need to see where it gets to. Both of them on 1 point now, so...
I mean, Drahuska had that unfortunate early scuff, but I think that probably could help set the tone for the future, or, for the next runs coming up.
Yeah, sometimes you need a scuff to be able to focus back up on what you're doing. Thankfully, with this difficulty, this game mode, a scuff's not as punishing because you're not getting sent back to level 1 whenever you do it.
Right. Right. Like having to, oh, here we go, start all over again, right?
Yeah, it's just a couple of minutes lost at most, so they can bounce back from it a little bit better. We got Jack sending it down the staircase, keeping the group well together, which is nice to see. The staircase can always be a bit of a worry. One of the interesting things with this game mode is that because it's using the sandbox, you don't get the typical 15-second timer to finish the level that you get in regular tilts. So technically they could finish off like 1 to 2 marbles first and then wait for a bit to get the last one in, and it's not going to be a problem. But yeah, we'll need to see how they make that work. I think Drahuska made use of it in her last match, but it's not too often that you see people get a small stuck behind that. That takes over 50 seconds to get into it, at least at this level of tilter. Alright, Jack's getting a bit of an awkward timing here, but makes it look really clean with that fence into Taco, and Drahuska with the staircase here. Taking out smoothly, a little bit of a split, but she handles it well. I have Fern Dog in the background for me, and I just hear him screaming. Oh no, Drahuska.
So when you're scoring this, how do you score?
I'm just incrementing the number in a little spreadsheet. So just whenever I see them finish with 3 marbles, ideally there'd be some stat system, but with this game mode being completely fresh, we're sort of waiting on features to come. So just trying to make use of what I can. So just trying to keep an eye out for the tilters to finish 3. Generally, they're pretty consistent at spotting themselves. So you can sort of trust them to do it. And if worse comes to worse, I can ask them to go for my clip. So there's a few ways to catch it if you're not sure But yeah, unfortunately, there's no like good stat screen like in the regular tilts to look at.
Mhm.
But it's
Like,
why I'm not trying
Drahuska is-
any. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And that's why I don't go for any more fancy formats like trying to save marbles, because there's no way I'm going to be able to count marbles in this format because there's no stats.
Right.
But yeah, just finishing up another level.
Right. She is zooming. Holy moly.
Yeah, she did a lot of speed tilting in the past. She's not tilting as much recently, but she's definitely got that skill for it. She's not quite happy with the lower levels from what I heard, just because of like new camera plus squeegees is not particularly fun, but
Mm-hmm.
she's definitely got the skill, and with these higher levels it doesn't matter as much, so you can see them fluidly risking through the levels.
Looks like she was running without taking a breath. Like that was nonstop, you know?
Yeah, this format's definitely very non-stop, because in regular tilts you have that 5 seconds of downtime between levels, at
Mhm.
least. Where in this there's just no downtime. You're basically immediately going from one level to the next, so it's pretty full on, but it does mean that you get the flow a lot more because you're not getting that interruption between each level.
I think you can also appreciate with this the amount of skill that it takes, you know, and the confidence in the way you're tilting. You can see that with the way she's tilting as well as Jack. Like they feel the rhythm. I think that's a lot of tilting as well.
Yeah, that's why we picked this sort of difficulty range, because I think if they picked a little bit higher, Jack would have a significant advantage because of his experience and comfort with those levels. I think
Mhm.
about 21 is the limit. Drahuska does not like 24 plus. It starts pushing into the zone of tiles that are a bit too uncomfortable for her, like triple islands and stuff. The speed tilts become quite awkward, where Jack would be a lot more comfortable with that. So this difficulty was a pretty good. Oh no, just got slightly pulled offside by the ramp there. Hard to always catch that. But yeah, Drahuska's a lot more comfortable with 21, 1 to 23. I think 24 onwards would be a bit more comfortable, and it would lean a bit more in Jack's favor. I messed up what the score was there. Oops. Just goes on.
And correct me. Go ahead.
I'm just like trying to correct my score because I messed up and accidentally deleted it. Oops.
Oh no. Undo.
I'm sure I can do that. That does work.
I don't know if that works or not.
Yeah, it does. I do have a Control Z, the magical button. But yeah, you were saying something and I cut you off.
Oh, I forgot already. It's okay.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen, but I was gonna leave you the chance to do it. Say it anyway. But yeah, Jack with
It
a big
happens
group around
often.
Jack with a big group around
Yeah,
those
he
events,
is.
but unfortunately, making it work. Drahuska with her 3, getting quite close to that. Hopefully, she doesn't have any awkward moments. And there's Jack losing all his marbles. There we go. You knew it was going to happen eventually.
There you go, Jack. Live up to it. Own it.
Jack went for a bit of a risk there. He went for a fast out of the elevators there, taking the side that was down and having to cross like significantly over the side steps. But it makes it work. He got in with like only a couple, like maybe a second to spare. So worth the risk, I guess. But
Well,
yeah,
I
they
think
both got.
there's a high risk reward here because you're not dropping back to level 1 again.
Yeah,
No?
exactly. That's one of the reasons why I like this format, is you can see a lot more risk that you might not always see, because the tilters are encouraged to go faster because there's not as much of a punishment for a scuff. Wherefore, the more regular tilts, you need to see a lot more careful things, because if you make a mistake, you're losing huge amounts of time. I've honestly been wanting to see this sort of format for quite a while, so it's nice to see it finally in the game. But there's obviously just small things we can add to it to try and improve it, but a large chunk of that is just waiting on features.
Sure. It's here, so I feel like at least it's a sign, right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like the small things would be nice. Would be like some seeded RNG, so we can make sure that both tilts are spawned at the same random levels. Because right now they're completely random, so like then there's no similarity between the two players' levels outside of the tiles they're generating for the set of tiles they're pulling from.
Mhm.
And so it'd be nice that if both players got the same levels, there'd be a little bit of contrast there, so that you could actually see them competing on the same tiles rather than just like the same set of tiles. I don't know. It's a bit hard to explain, but it's just
I
like,
think I know what you're saying. Like, here's the same track, but here's the same sandbox,
yeah,
and here's the
exactly.
same difficulty. Yeah,
Um,
without having to create it and then hand it off, right?
yeah, and so that'd be nice, just because that's like an added level of fairness. Because in theory, you could have matches decided based on someone getting unlucky and getting some tile, like some levels that were just either exceptionally difficult or took significantly longer to get through.
hmm
Um,
Like Jack could have hit nothing but squidgies by now, and Drews could just keep flying and keep flying.
I
Right.
mean, we saw it on the first
So-
level. Jack had that awkward timing that slowed him down, and that meant Drahuska didn't actually lose that much when she scuffed because
Right.
Jack had to slow down for like several times that didn't line up. Um, it's just nothing we can do about that right now. So I think the benefit of being able to not lose as much from a scuff is worth it. But you could have that argument that there's a element of fairness because they're not getting the same levels. Some more luck than what you typically want. Ooh, no, Druska. Bit of an awkward pinfield. Does she have some safety marbles? She has 3. Does she manage to save it? No. Unfortunate. I don't think she was expecting to have 3 in the back. And again, because we don't have stats in the Sandbox, you can't actually check. Because normally, for regular tilts, you have a top bar stat that would tell you how many marbles you have alive. And so I
Right.
think in normal cases, Druska would have probably checked that to see that she had 3 and then would have saved it. But without knowing that number, she just assumed she'd scuffed. And then it's like best to go to the next level as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard to make that call sometimes, but as long as... Oh, no, Jack. Not expecting the camera to get stuck. He makes it work, but that was a funny surprise for
Oh
Jack.
no.
Getting
I
slightly
think
caught
that's
out.
I think that's the next thing too, is like you're so used to and your brain's so trained that it's gonna follow the front and then you get stopped and like, oh crap, what now?
Yeah.
So it's almost the reverse of what it used to be.
Yeah, that's
you
like
know?
the big pain point for speed tilts is you're so used to following the front bubbles and just being able to take the front group through. Then when it doesn't, you just get like completely like stun locked for a second. We're like, wait, the camera's not going.
That happened to Fern the other day. I was watching him and he had 5 marbles and 2 went forward and 3 stayed back. And the camera jiggled on him like, which way do I go? And luckily, I think it unfortunately scuffed him, but I could definitely see the pain point.
Yeah, it doesn't really figure out, oh no, Drahuska, that was she's such a good group, and then suddenly it just spread everywhere. See if she can handle the square. It's quite a difficult tile to do with the spread. But she got a decent group of 3 there. That works. Can she get it all the way
So
through?
also in the sandbox, it's also
It's
naked
also
balls, right? Mhm.
some bowl skins spawn. I don't know what scores get not to spawn marble skins, honestly. Most of the time I was testing it in the player test where you didn't get bowl skins anyway, so like I just assumed it was like the play test, but it looks like it's just a general thing, so honestly I do not know why. Because some people get balls generated. Maybe you can generate like you can load the like loadout of the streamer, but not your own loadout. Because I think I've seen people get my loadout on the board, but not their own. So I think when you
Okay,
play with a number, it works.
because it looks like Jack has a couple of different ones, maybe.
Yeah, Jack has randomized loadout, so
Okay.
he has a bunch of random balls on his board. But yeah, we'll Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. It's another one of the small things. But again, this was a feature that Pixel threw into the game in like a couple of days before this season started. So honestly, he's polished out a lot of the more game-breaking bugs to the game mode in the first couple of days. So yeah, we'll just have to see when he has time to go back on. Oh my god, Drahuska, she jumped over the front lip of the tilly tile with a ramp. So she landed on it while it was going downhill. So she was just zooming towards the edge there. And it took a while for her to slow down in time. So
Oh,
a little bit of a close
my
call there.
goodness. Oh no. Oh no, I could have the screams, the horror. Right.
She made it work though. But yeah, it was a very close call with how much she was going down that slope.
Hmm.
There we go. There's a Jack Scuff. Technically not. I think that's the Jack Scuff though. Yeah. There we go. Just a little bit of a too tight a call on the keyhole. He tried crossing over it, which
Hmm.
is never a good idea.
I think that's a nice thing too. Is like I know ECL has been working on scuffs, right? Or not scuffs, sorry, but on skips. This doesn't punish you too bad if you try something like that, right?
Yeah, it obviously depends on like how far into the level you are. So like if you're at the end of a level, maybe don't go for the skip. But if you're at the start of the level, like in my match against Jack, I saw a skip at the start of the level. Actually, I think every single match I've had in this format, I've seen a skip on like the first tile that I wouldn't normally go for that I went for because I'm like, it's the first tile of the level. If it fails, I just reload a new level.
Right.
Where as you get deeper into the level, you might want to play a little bit safer just because you're like a minute into a level or something, and so you don't want to throw it away. So it becomes a sort of strategy of how far you're into the level as well, to how risky you want to play. But yeah, it's something for people to figure out themselves what level of risk is good for them. I honestly don't think skips are that necessary for these levels. It's a little bit better, but
Mhm.
for a lot of the earlier tier levels, less so like trying to go fast, and it's more just keeping your marbles together. Because if you can keep a good group of marbles all the way through, you go quite quickly. That's like 80 to 90% of your time. It's just keeping a good group and avoiding corners. Skips only make up like maybe 5 to 10%. And the issue is that if you fail a skip, you'll lose an additional like bunch of time as well. So yeah, it's a fairly complicated one in terms of weighing up your risk, and yeah, I think ball control ends up being the biggest factor of just keeping a group together and being able to commit with it.
I think if you go to anything, and Tilt is no stranger to it, the fundamentals of the game are the important aspect of it.
Yeah,
So like
exactly.
you said,
So like, yeah, with because I think the big thing is just like whenever you use a corner in tilts or like have to take like a wide line, you're losing like 3 to 5 seconds every time you do that. So if you're doing that like a couple of times a level, that is like 10 to 15 seconds.
you had just described Malaga speed tilts. Using corners. What is he doing? Oh, he tried it. Did you see him try to skip
Oh,
the
he
taco
tried to
at the
taco
end?
skip. Okay, I didn't. I saw him at the end, and I looked away, looked back, and then he was gone. And I was like, "What?"
Yeah. He tried it. Gotta appreciate that.
Oh, it was skipping over a or over the corner that caused Jack to scuff previously. Okay,
Mhm.
so he was coming into a keyhole from like a very side angle. Makes sense why he had that weirdness then. Oh my god, Jack actually managed to get the camera to go ahead of a squeegee skip. That's crazy. He got 3 marbles to jump over out of a set of 6. It's a rare one to see.
Oh
Just having a
no.
bit of troubles as well. I realized that with squeegee skips now, I think what you have to do is you have to pull back onto the back edge of the blade with your front group. There's gonna be like a move you have to do to like get the camera to follow the front group again. But yeah, we'll have to see as that develops. It's obviously just a difference, and people are gonna have to get used to it.
I think Jack said it best. It's just figuring out the new strat.
Yeah, it's just a little bit painful with the with the new camera. It becomes like you just can't go as fast anymore, which is a bit unfortunate, but is what it is a little bit.
Well, the nice thing is it's fair for all of us. We all have to suffer the same problem, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Until
It's one of the things for
until-
competition. It doesn't matter too much, and I said that before. Like in theory, for competition, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter, but like it does. Yeah, one of the benefits is because squeegee skips anyone can do it. It meant that like the difference if you missed it or not wasn't as significant. Well, if you missed timing the squeegee, it wasn't as significant because you skip over it. Where because the squeegee skips are harder, there's more of a punishment if you mistime your squeegee. You have to wait on it. But like again, we have to work within the game we got. I think for a competition wise, I don't like the punishment for missing a squeegee skip, but not much I can really do about it outside of making them play
Yeah.
levels that are less punishing. So that's why I generally try to have them avoid doing difficulty 4 or 5 because they're the worst squeegees for if you miss the time of the squeegee jump, you're just losing like 30 seconds. Like at that point, you might as well just reset and play a different level. Like that's
It's
how
like
bad
the
it
end of day
is.
traffic, trying to get
Yeah.
home. You live 10 minutes from home, but it takes you 45 to get there. All the
Yeah.
red lights or traffic
Like it's
lights, yeah.
legitimately to the point where if you miss a squeegee skip like too badly in the early levels, at least in this format, in difficulty 4 or 5, you'd be better off just resetting the level because you like the levels take less time than it takes to do a single squeegee. So if you just miss a squeegee timing, you'll be faster to reset and to finish the level before waiting for the squeegee. Like that single tile is just that slow.
There becomes your hack, right?
It's not exactly the game mode I want to play, which is just if you see a squeegee on your level, reset. But yeah, it become a skill then to be able to spot if the squeegee is timed or not. If the squeegee is mistimed, you then have to reset the level. But yeah, we'll see if that ever happens. But it's a tight match. 15 points for Jack. 14 points for Drahuska with 17 minutes remaining. So they're both going quite well.
So basically, just levels completed so far, right?
Yeah, I mean,
It's
like,
really all you can do, yeah.
yeah, it's just because you complete new levels, but
Mm-hmm.
it was just a small stat update that they're fairly close. Jack's like maybe a level and a half ahead, I think.
I don't know.
But
So
again-
think it's one or two scup difference. No.
Yeah, if Jack scuffs to something silly,
Mm-hmm.
definitely viable. Or we get some slower levels.
I think he's passed all the
Oh.
burps and all the sound effects, in his channel. So they don't normally affect him too much.
Yeah, no, he's
Now we
turned
gotta
off.
pay
I think he's
Thunder to
turned
do
them off
it.
for me to not
No!
have them all pop up during the cast.
Oh,
But
no,
yeah, a
you
little bit
do that.
unfortunate one there for Drahuska getting
Yeah.
a late timing on the cradle, but she tried going for it and it just dropped her marbles off. You have to come up with that with a lot of speed to make that skip work.
Yeah. I was gonna ask this question, and I remembered it now. Oh no. What a great job by Fern, if you don't mind me interjecting with that. Level
Yeah.
gets to level 37. Scup 38. New PB of 37. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, big scatter in a tilt trap tile and just can't save it. It's a bit of a tough one.
How much do you feel like zooming in or zooming out and color change on the board affects the tilter?
I think that would depend on the person. For me, it doesn't really affect me too much.
Yeah.
I don't like some of the colors, so I avoid them. But like that's a visual thing. I wouldn't want to stare at it for a long time. But I don't think it would significantly affect my tilt skill outside of like marbles that blend in with the board. I think Drahuska answered your question, but I missed her response. So
Because I much prefer to tilt in the colors in the scheme that Drahuska has, where like I like the black, I like the contrast, but those stripes affect like certain Marvel colors for me. You know what I mean? So just often wondered what the other consensus or opinions were.
Yeah, apparently Drahuska does not like its current skybox, but she didn't mind the green one. But yeah, one of the things I find is because this board texture is now like a different color because the skybox is different, so it's tinted by a different sky. And I don't actually like the new color of the board. Like it just feels off to me when I play it. But like if I needed to, I could play it. I just like it now feels like an off color to me, and it feels weird whenever I look at it again. And that's why I generally play with the chocolate colored board. Well, the chocolate colored board also has its own benefits because it gives you grid lines to go off. So I mentioned
Right.
during my last stream that it makes it much easier to spot those sort of like weird spots where you have to stall marbles in like an empty space. If you have like a drawbridge into another tile, like drawbridge into a floating island, you have that like little strip of board that you can save the marbles on, or like trap tile into floating island. The chocolate board gives you a much better indicator of like where it is safe on those levels.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, something to get used to, I guess.
I think they all have their advantages and disadvantages, I suppose, right?
Yeah, I like the grass texture. I think like to me that visually it's like the nicest, but I'm sure we'll get better textures in the future.
Can you imagine the IB texture that he's promised?
Yeah. We'll see if it was a troll or not.
Oh, I hope not. But then again, I could truly believe in the troll, you know.
Okay, I just was saying that apparently he did get some more info to help work on it, so we'll see what comes out of that. Yeah, I've not been catching every IB stream, so he had the Power Hour stream earlier. I think it was a few hours ago, so yeah, maybe it was from info from that, but I didn't catch that stream because I was asleep. It was like 4 a.m. for me. It's a bit unfortunate.
That's fair. That's fair. No, because I thought it would be a neat thing, like, and I think IB and I kind of chatted about it in his stream. Was I think it'd be neat if you won the instead of you're not getting champion points or this or that, you can get board cosmetics or something.
Yeah.
You know?
The only thing I have
not
to
like
say
you guys
about
haven't won enough, right? Or what more can they offer is kind of what
we'll
I'm
just have to
saying,
wait
but-
and see, because obviously this one was one
Yeah.
off a silly bet in IB stream from Pixel. So like not exactly the most prestigious way to win a marble skin.
Right?
But like whatever. It's
Well,
Pixel's game.
you know,
He can do what he wants.
Right. Ever make a deal with the devil, right?
Yeah. We also have the there's like a forest floor texture that was teased in his teasers that he showed off on stream that people never got around to putting as a claimable in the game yet. He added 3 claimable skins, but not not the last one that he teased. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. I think people will be trying to find interesting ways to hand them out, but be busy with distracted with other things. So we need to bug him to try and get him to do it. Maybe he just forgot to give us that skin texture because of other things. It happens.
Oh, very possible. I'm sure he's a busy man.
Yeah. Well, rip Jack. We're at 10 minutes remaining, basically. A little bit over that, but close enough to 10 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah. Jack got another timing to wait for it. Does he make it on? A little bit of a side run on that taco and makes it in. Those sort of small risks saving time. Drahuska similarly spin on to a taco, but she's got a bit of an awkward timing here. In the previous level Jack did, he actually like risked a really weird timing on this taco to floating island and got 3 marbles on it. This is one of the combos that I did. This is why I didn't want this. Didn't like this version, this level of range. It's because you can get this taco to floating island combo that just gets you stuck here for a while, unless you want to risk it. But again, you can just risk it. So for the best tilters, it's not actually that bad. But it comes down to how comfortable they are doing that risk to try and stop in that small gap, and Drahuska manages it. And then yeah, Jack onto a new level as well. It comes down to how many risks you want to force the tilters to take. The camera being a little bit wonky for Drahuska there. I think she manages it though. One thing I want to be able to get it in the future is be able to mix and match tiles with different difficulties. What were you saying, Malaga? I think you cut out on my side.
Oh, I was going to say that fourth marble helped her out a lot trying to go across that drawbridge. She got very lucky that camera didn't bounce back on her.
I think the other marbles would have scuffed under the drawbridge anyway, so it wouldn't have been that bad. They didn't last on the board for too long, but yeah, definitely helps out a little bit having the extra marble in the back. There's something else I was going to say, but I forgot it now as well. So, is what it is, I guess.
Hey, it rubs off on people easily.
Yeah, clearly wasn't important. All right, yeah, it was the idea of mixing matching tile difficulties, because it'd be funny to have the staircase that have the gaps in them at this difficulty, but unfortunately they show up at 24, and 24 has a lot of very slow tiles in it that I don't exactly want to do. So I think if we were going to do it, we'd skip difficulty 9 and go to something higher like difficulty 10 or 11. Force them to deal with drawbridges without walls and staircases without walls, because they're very fun, right? I think that's around about where your PB is, right, Malaga? That levels like 27 to 32.
Yeah, but you get stuck and then like, damn it, you forgot about that thing, and then Jack forgot to tell you about this wall here that he took.
Yeah, I can't believe Jack didn't remind you about the walls.
Yeah, I blame Jack for all of it. It started with his Plutos.
I do have I've done a database that tells you when every single tile is changing, so you could go and have a look at that. But yeah, I don't know how many people know about that.
I've seen it. I know you've passed it on. I know you like to. I think I said this the other day, and I can reiterate what even Miss Tina said: is you're a very good teacher, and I think you really enjoy sharing that knowledge, and not many people would do that. So.
And Jack does it as well.
Congratulations, Burn Dog. Oh yeah, both.
It comes down to that hard part of, yeah, I'm not like going on my way to like advertise it's the only issue. It's like if people want it, I'm happy to give it, but I'm not chasing people down to do it.
If they want to learn, they know how to find you, you know, or they want some advice, they know how to find you. And I think, but at least you guys are open to it, and I think that's what makes it that much better. So
yeah, I think a lot of the top tilters have been quite open to it. Whether how good you think the feedback is another question, but I think both me and Jack do quite a good job of it. I think Kira does as well. I just don't manage to catch as many Kira streams, so I don't see it as much.
it's mesmerizing.
Fern Dog popping in here after his PB. We talked about it already on the cast, but yeah. Unfortunate scuff, but crazy level to get to. I think the craziest part is he didn't do a scuff to a tile from level 36 plus. He scuffed a freaking trap tile. It's like he scuffed his PB at level 38 to a tile that shows up at level 21.
Yeah. Well, and what does that show you? What does that show you?
Like, I'm pretty sure the
It's those
entire combo
small
that
little
Ferdog
things you
Scuff.
always talk about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure almost the entire combo that Ferdog Scuff to shows up at level 21 or something. Like, there was no
Yeah.
high level tiles in that combo. It was just like a regular, like, mid 20s combo. But again, it's oftentimes like in that spot, like small nerves or something weird going wrong.
Mhm.
As Fern said, camera messed him up. And that's the hard part. It's like, it's almost like, it can often be not the crazy new thing that trips you up. It's like something that shows up a lot that you just, something goes weirdly wrong. But that's Tilt for you. You just gotta practice the fundamentals as we were saying before. Jack is doing something. Some black magic over here.
Some days you have it, some days you don't. You know,
Okay.
it's a combination of things. I kind of sometimes I like to think of it like golf. Sometimes you hit the ball well, sometimes you just don't. You know, sometimes the course is good.
Yeah,
Sometimes
he was
you
doing some
don't.
weird stuff to try and get the marbles back together, and it almost worked, and then just like last second didn't. It was a bit unfortunate. Just continuing the drop corner skip.
2020. Look at this 2020 vision over here by Jack.
He zoomed out a lot. What was the 2020 vision for the Malaga? Is my net dying? I can't hear Malaga. Oh no.
No, I stopped talking. I let you. I thought you were in the middle of saying something.
No.
So,
I was just curious what the 2020 vision was about.
oh, the way he had zoomed out so far. You know what I mean? Like, Jiminy Christmas, you could barely see the marbles over there. Or in
Yeah.
my eyes, that bad.
Yeah, especially bad with the competitive streams because we can't do full screen. Sometimes those are not too bad on a like full screened instance of marbles, but when you're on mobile or they're zoomed out of like the window slightly smaller, it can be quite hard to spot.
Have you looked into the new vertical settings for screens? To where you set it up through OBS and it's set up vertically like say TikTok would be?
That's been a thing for a few years now. I think they just made it a bit easier to do. I don't think it'd be how I want to do it. Although I guess it'd be nice to have it designed for viewers on mobile a little bit better. But I don't think doing a vertical watch would be. I guess you could adjust to make it work a little bit better, but it does feel a little bit weird to me. Although I guess that's the way we're going. Everyone's watching on mobile. Yeah, I should actually check what the like demographic stats for the TU channel are. I have a feeling it's probably more strongly leaning to PC than mobile, but maybe that is because we're not streaming vertical. Jack is having some fun with the camera again. Managed to make it though.
I think you're onto something. I think it'll be pretty interesting once you can maybe create competition maps or competition boards to or randomize them to where you could get them a little bit more similar for each tilter in a competition.
Yeah, those small things add up, but it's just not something that I can really do directly myself. We sort of need to wait until the features get made. But the other thing we do is we can keep running the competition and having people interested, because if people are interested in playing, that means that we're more likely to get that help. So
yeah,
he's not going to add them if no one's doing it.
Correct. I was just happy that, you know, it was more than an E for effort. There was enthusiasm there, you know, and you could, to me, it was genuine enthusiasm. I think you guys may know Pixel a little bit more than I do, but
I mean,
I
Pixel always
appreciated
it the issue everyone has with it is Pixel always says and sounds like he's enthusiastic about tilts, and then we get nothing sometimes, and so a lot of
That's
people
fair.
feel like they've been burnt by that. So it's one of those.
Sounds like a parent I had at one point. You know what I mean? Sure, we can go do that. Yeah, we're gonna go. No, not today. So I get it. I get it.
Jack, I think Jack did a floor clip there, but now he's a little bit awkward.
Wow.
But it's a
I think Jack feels like he's a little bit of no man's land there, right? Only 2 marbles left, trying to find a third.
Jack
There
managed
it
to
is, third
make it back
four.
together. Apparently has that blurb on this scene, the water save blurb. Fits it well. But yeah, it's a bit of an awkward spot we have. Hopefully we'll get more coming up, because it was like a very long time of a drought of tilt changes. And so we got some this season, which is nice. I was a little bit, it's like not that big a deal, but I've been trying to do some stuff with the name colors that come from the game and Twitch side. And then Pixel actually added a feature for it, but it's only in races. And I'm like, really? Like, I was trying to develop some systems so like my stats thing would have name colors properly displayed. And then the info that I want is not put into the file that works for tilts. It's only put into the file that works for races. And I'm like, oh my god. I'll have to have a recheck to see, because maybe they've changed it a little bit. But I was just like, wow, unfortunate.
Yes, I do feel sometimes you get debated. You know.
But yeah, we'll make use of what we have. Oh, Drahuska. It was looking so good, and then just whoops.
Yeah, I blame my keyboard like for that the other day.
Oh, we're overtime.
Yep.
We're like 3 minutes in overtime. I'll let them finish this level. It was my mistake for missing it.
Oh, I probably should have said something too. I thought I think you had told me that one time. Like, yeah, watch
good.
for overtime here. Yeah.
And generally, I'm pretty good at it. We were like, I was like 2 into that conversation. We were yapping too much, but is what it is. I had it in my rules for a little bit. I don't know if I've re-specified it, but it's like, yeah, overtime is when I say overtime is. So if I mess it up, that's on me.
I love it. I have the power to decide if you get extra or not.
I mean more like if I don't say it and the tilter's like doing a level, I'm not going to punish them for studying a level that.
Oh sure.
Like I didn't tell them they needed to stop in time.
Yeah. Hey, this isn't going to count. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have it explicitly late. Well. I don't think it's explicitly stated, but yeah, it's the thing. We let Jack get to 30. We'll drag Jack in. GG's, Jack.
Good job, Jack.
Oh, hey, yeah.
We hit overtime. We hit overtime a little bit a while ago, but I missed saying it, so you got like an extra 2 to 3 minutes.
All right, yeah. No, I saw it was overtime, but I wasn't sure if like I was supposed to stop or just do like my last level. I was in the middle of. Or...
You do the last level you were in the middle of, which was that previous level. So.
Yeah, right. Gotcha.
GG's. You went for a couple of interesting skips there. You had some almost you had that almost saved the star. The bubbles just increasingly spreading out with the bow tie to star.
Yeah. No, I missed the keyhole. Like I had a tilt and tall into Richard into keyhole, and I tried to skip it over that, and I fell through the gaps inside the keyhole. I thought I'd make it, but no. I should have tried to land on the floor below it.
Yeah. And then you went for a couple of interesting ones early. Oh, this scuffing a cradle skip.
Yeah. Wait, no, I scuffed the cradle skip. Yeah. No, I was thinking of the one into the time bomb.
Yeah.
But no, I did that one. I just didn't do the one at the end of that one level.
Yeah.
I had
And
3 marbles. I think it was
GG's Drahuska. The final scoreline was 26-30. I think Jack again was just tilting slightly faster and slightly more consistently. Drahuska had a few more awkward scuffs. But you both tilted really well. Like, most of it was quite smooth tilts. I think the pace was fairly close. It was just slight edge to Jack over the full time.
Yeah.
yeah. It felt like they flew by this time, especially.
Yeah, it's a weird one because
Between styles.
I think for the tilters it goes a lot faster as the caster, because I like constantly yap out the match. Like the matches feel a lot slower for me, which is why I'm like I should make them shorter. But then the tilter's like, oh, it was like a perfect length. I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, that must be fun to track. I
Um,
was thinking of that.
so yeah, I think it's like a perception thing for me where I feel like the levels go, oh no. All right, Drahuska was at difficulty 21. That makes sense. Just like that event was
Oh damn.
rough. But yeah,
Just trying stuff.
yeah, worth a try. That's why all the top Twitter say to not risk vents. They are very deadly as you get to higher levels. But yeah, GG. Do you have anything more to talk about with the match, Jack?
No, just thanks for hosting. It's been fun, just like doing the sandbox. It's like one of my favorites now. It's just nice to be able to be straight at that level.
I definitely like it. I think there's obviously some stuff that we could do to improve it, but a lot of it is sort of stuck behind getting more features for tilts. They're not stuff that I can really do. So I think we just got to keep running the format, and then if we get it popular, if it's popular and people are enjoying it, we can try and ask for more features to make it better. But
yeah, it would be nice to have actual results, like just like regular tilted.
yeah, have some results.
I even find myself like trying to reach the continue button and then realize, oh no, it's not there.
Yeah. I don't think you'd need a continue button on it, but like just having some stats that pop saying like, hey, this is how many marbles you saved, because then we can make like marble saving format. So we could change it to be like, I don't know how I'd do it right now, but like you could do something with like complete a certain number of levels and save as many marbles as you can, and we can make the difficulty like some weird one. That'd be possible as well.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
And because we have the active chatter in this, it makes it much easier to keep a fair marble count, because it's basically permanent active chatter. So everyone that plays is dropped into both tours for the entire time. So it's like by far the best marble count we've had in terms of keeping a fair marble count. Also, having like, I don't know if you'd want to have it, but having top bar stats is quite nice, so you can see how many marbles are alive on the board, and a timer would be quite helpful. But yeah, small things that we can add, get more data. But yeah, Drahuska, anything you had to say about the match?
First of all, just congrats, Jack. And I think like 40 minutes would be good. Like it went pretty quickly, sure, but it does get like repetitive with this kind of like always just one difficulty going on.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. There's some ideas we tossed around about like changing the difficulty throughout as well, but obviously that just becomes a little bit more of a hassle to juggle it as a tilter. But I think something to definitely look at. I think like a 30-minute match wouldn't be too bad either. So maybe we'll try some 30-minute matches in the future. Yeah, I'll have to work out and test it. How about you, Malong? How did you find it?
I thought it was really good. I love to watch how well both of you tilted, and I'm excited about next week getting a chance to try it. So I think like what you said with the trial and error and seeing how it goes in the future, there's a lot of potential to it.
Yeah, I think next week will be interesting. A bit of an easier matchup for Drahuska next week, having Voko rather than Jack. But we can experiment with different difficulties to see if they want to try something different.
Mm.
And then yeah, we got ECL and Malaga, isn't it?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so we'll have to figure out what difficulty you guys want to run as well. Because obviously, do you want to
it's
try
a-
this difficulty 21 or do you want to do difficulty 18?
Well,
I
that's
think those are the
thing.
main ones.
Yeah, I think this begins ECO's world tour of domination in Tilts, where he takes on the world, right?
Domination is one I'm not sure about, but a tour around the world I definitely agree with.
I made the joke in my head the other day. It was like Mike Tyson's boxing. You know what I mean? He's got to go through everybody to get to one of the top tiltees. So
And that's what happens when Kiri decides to tilt into OTA. Kyrgios and his world tilt tour of domination.
We need
So,
to.
Yeah, thank
great
you.
job by both of you
Yeah.
today. So
Great job, both of you. Thank you both for playing, and always good to have you. I already asked you, like, do you have anything to say or shout out, Jack? Anything to sign off with?
No, just thank you. Thanks for having me.
Any last words from you, Drahuska? But yeah, we will be back next week with some more matches. As we mentioned, we got Drahuska versus Voco and Malaga versus ECL. Maybe we'll change the timing format before then. I'll see throughout the week how I'm feeling about it. But as always, we got a new weekly seed out. Make sure to try that. And we got new signups for the following week as well. So keep an eye out for those and sign up if you're feeling like trying the game mode. Because the Sandbox has lots of variety, we can give a more tailored experience for Tilda. So like in the previous week, we had a lower difficulty. So don't be too worried if you're seeing these tilts doing these high levels and thinking you're going to have to do that. It's like, no, we can adjust it. But yeah. Any last words from you, Malaga?
no, not at all. Other than thank you for letting me be a part of today's matches.
All right, I should have asked. Are you guys going to be staying on, or are you both going to be stopping after this?
Yeah, I'll be stopping here.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm stopping.
I'll send the raid off over to Ferndog then for his PB. While it's going on, anything you want to shout out, Malaga, on your side? As thank you for co-casting.
Oh no, thanks for having me. And yeah, we got murder tilts going tonight. Unfortunately, we might only have one match. Miss Kimmy's dog isn't doing well, isn't at the emergency room at the vet. So keep your thoughts and prayers with her. She's already lost
Life always comes first. So
yeah. So, but other than that, tilt on.
Yeah, thank you all for being here. Hopefully, see you all next week. I'll get this match highlighted and posted to YouTube. Hopefully within the next couple of days. So trying to keep that up so people can spot those nice and quick and watch back any old VODs, because we've definitely gone through our Twitch limit within quite quickly.
Yeah.
Right. So another love to Ferndog, and thank you all for being here. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you. See ya.
Bye.